Um, testing. I guess this works. Let me see real quick. Yeah, I think that proves it. Today, as the title states, r/hamster deaths. Warning! I did not kill a hamster. This is just a good idea. I cannot see half of the, or I cannot say half of the things that are on here. So let's get into it. First story. My grandpa didn't like my mom's hamster. My mom had a hamster when she was a teenager, and she liked it a lot. However, the hamster kept chewing on the wires of my grandpa's brand new TV. My grandma wanted to sell the hamster, but my mom wouldn't let her. So my grandpa's messed up solution was to put a hamster in a plastic bag, put it under the sofa seat, and then he sat down on the sofa, crushing the hamster to death. I have no idea why my grandpa chose to kill the hamster in such a weird way. I guess he must have really hated that hamster. Comments. If he's still alive, feel free to choose the cheapest, worst nursing home for his declining years. Jeez. I have a comment that I want to say. This is so messed up. He could have done so many other things, including like giving the hamster away, maybe like putting him in a more secure like place, maybe not leaving him next to the computer. That's so messed up. And that poor hamster did not deserve that. Jesus Christ. Okay. How my hamster died. Warning, graphic. I saw my hamster take a little sip of vinegar, and I thought he was being silly. Obviously, I took the vinegar away from him, from the little guy. But then he started making weird gaggling noises. He stiffened up to the point where he looked like a statue. I drove him to the vet, but when I went to pick him up, I saw a pile of blood and organs. Apparently, my hamster ate a lot of baking soda and a lot of vinegar and went kaboom. Let's see the comments. This is so messed up. Unless that's just a repost, hamsters must really like baking soda and vinegar. Real, I can't believe I read this at least 2 more times before. The worst part, I totally believe they're separate instances. Sorry for your loss, but also, wow. I was so sad. Rip Hammy. Next story. My hamster. When I was 6, we had a hamster named Joel. I recognize that name from somewhere, I don't know where. From what I can remember, he was pretty cool, but my parents recently told me the reason for his sudden disappearance was actually because he somehow managed to escape, and while my mom was vacuuming, she accidentally sucked him up. They were able to remove him, but he died due to shock shortly after. Rest in peace. That's kind of funny now looking back on it. 0 comments. I can't upvote. I'm not logged in. I'm not willing to. Baked. Oh no, no. Just by the title, I can tell this is going to be a horrible story. My mom told me apparently my aunt had a hamster that got out of its cage, and while they were on vacation, proceeded to get in the ventilation system and make its way down to the house's furnace while it was cooked alive. Jesus. W2F. Crazy dude. That comment on my part. I don't know how close his kennel has to be to the ventilation system for him just to be able to climb up there. Like, what did he do? He just climbs up the wall like freaking Spider-Man. and decides that he wants to go to the warmest place in the house. This is just a dead hamster. Okay, we're gonna skip that. No. I went to a friend's for the weekend, and when I came back, my dad told me he accidentally killed my hamster, Teddy Bear, by freezing him to death in the basement. Years later, I was watching a show and learned hamsters can go into hibernation. If they got so cold, there's a big chance we buried him in his backyard. Oh no! No! They yoinked him. They schloinged him. They sploinked him. No! Oh no! They buried him alive. Comments. This isn't the most active group, but whenever someone posts, darn, it does it deliver. I blame the moods. Dig him up. He'll be fine as soon as you warm him up in the microwave. How did you accidentally freeze the hamster? It was weekend, so the hamster was already kind of cold. My dad runs hot, so he opened the window to get some air. Then he fell asleep to a freezing cold basement. This isn't anything. This is a video. I don't think I can show this. My hamster is gagging and wheezing. What should I do? I had 2 hamsters. No. I had 2 hamsters since mid-February. Both of them were really active and energetic. However, yesterday when I opened their cage, I saw one of them, the more active one, lifeless on their back. He was stiff and cold. Came as a shock to me, as he was very playful the day before. Today, I woke up to my sisters looking through the cage and picking up the second hamster. I asked if he was alive, and they said yes, but breathing slowly. I looked up, and he said he was in a state of torpor. The midst of torpor, he started wheezing and gagging for 10 to 15 minutes straight. I thought he was going to be all right, but in the middle of writing this, he passed away. I want to read the rest of this. I thought he was going to be all right, but in the middle of this, he passed away. Does anyone know what caused his death? Is your water safe? Learn about the PFAS risks and get a free legal case review to keep up your family informed and safe. This is the joke Reddit, not a Reddit. You can get any helpful information. Check out our hamsters. No, I will not. Can't read this. Little cousin. When I was around 4, and my little cousin grabbed my hamster and threw it in the ground. Its bone was sticking out of its leg and twitching for 10 minutes before it died. There was a blood stain on the carpet a year after that. That's sad. I can't read that. Let's cover that. Comments. One of my hamsters had starved himself to death after we had gave him to my really Catholic aunt. I think he did this on purpose to follow Jesus. Messed up. Backrooms? Can't read that. No, I can't read that. My hamsters had babies. At 4 weeks, the babies ate the mom. Wow. Okay. I look at that little hamster. My hamster died a while ago. I was looking at the back of my phone and found this. Compilation. A story about hamster dying peacefully. It's always some crazy. Mine got detected by the recliner. Mine was blown to bits by a 12 gauge. How? My sister ate mine. Alright. I put mine in the air fryer. How do you put yours in the air fryer? My roommate in closet frozen to death. I got a feeling the hamster lived a hellish punishment for the recline. My sister hamster ate her other one and then died. Ate my brother. Oh my god. Mine ate my brother alive. What? How does a hamster eat your brother alive? My brother's hamster ripped my hamster's throat out and threw it up there. Hamsters ate the heads off. Oh. Alright, I'm just gonna skip these. It's way too long. Cat? No. I'm guessing I know what happened here? I think it's kind of clear what happened here? Think I know what happened here? None of these are funny. I will never forgive my friend for bringing me to this subreddit. This is horrible. Now I will go. Alright. Oh, now we're finally getting to the actual spoilers and good things. Dang it, Grandpa. Snowy lived in a nice 2 years. I even got her a special trip to school during pet day when I was 6. Ultimately decided to transfer Snowy's ownership to my cousin's family. Grandpa, uncle, I don't know. Thought it was a good idea to move her cage right next to the window where I was living at the time. It was a subtropical country where summers can get up to 30 degrees Celsius. Let's just say Snowy took her last breath sunbathing. Comments. Genuine question. Did she get a tan? Honestly, I don't know though. I really hope so. Still messed up? Got flung. During my sophomore year of high school, I don't know what that means. Me and my friends were around a bonfire outside my friend's house. She went inside and grabbed her hamster and brought it out. When we were taking turns holding it, we passed it to one of our guy friends. Cookie bit him on the finger, and he flung him so fast that Cookie went soaring. He flew right into the cracks of 2 logs in the fire. Rip Cookie, you smelled bad when your fresh was loaded. We need more hamsters. Guys, buy more hamsters. How is that? Still no. Boiled alive. He jumped into a boiling water after I was cooking. Great. Gay hamster. Okay. Flag football. I volunteered as a youth football command and managed to concession stand. Last March, we started our flag football program. First season on a snowy and bitterly cold Sunday. All the players wear coats, gloves, and hats due to the conditions. Well, Easter was the following Sunday. So we had a bye 2 week after opening day. We resumed flag football. Well, it had I can't read. Well, it had been rather warm, and I noticed the coincidence. Stan smelled like a dead rodent. After about an hour searching for what I assumed was a field mouse, my son goes, "Oh, there it is." In the lost and found, a puffy winter coat containing the remains of a hamster, zippered into a pocket filled with hamster food. Oh, this is so messed up. Poor little, not a safe word, died in a Cat and Jack winter coat. We played taps on YouTube and buried Hammy next to the football field. I know the kid belongs to. another kid. I know the kid belonged to, and I didn't have the heart to tell his mom. Now it just seems awkward. This is kind of funny, you know, in that morbid sense. I feel goofy for laughing at this. Repost? Repost. Yep, repost. Hamster impaled itself on its own cage. So to fully explain the story, a bit of the context. The cage, poor Jack Sparrow, promptly the name after the movie characters, as the hamster only had one eye. Lived in his cage made of metals, 2 stories, but there was only one entrance at the bottom on the 2nd floor, directly above his entrance. There was a plastic ball stuck under the cage where Jack Sparrow would sleep. And an interesting part is Jack loved climbing up the bottom floor entrance and chewing on the end of the entrance. Thus eventually turning the end of sharp spikes. One day, the ball above the entrance fell out with a family was of the force. Jack, seeing this as an opportunity, somehow opened the cage door at the bottom floor, and then he proceeded to climb upstairs and just walk out. The whole time he had left, the ball fell out. Imagine my surprise when I came home and checked on him and find he was impaled by his own cage, eyes popping out, and his intestines leaking. When I say I got surprised by his craftsmanship, he learned 4 years later, and had a pretty good life at that. Wow. Let's see. We're gonna do this one, and then we are going to do the rest maybe tomorrow or something. Sneezed and had a heart attack. It was around 5 at the time, and our hamster was in our kitchen. I walked in one day looking for some chocolate, and I watched him dread as it sneezed. Flew to the other side of its cage, broke its back, and had a heart attack and died. Yeah, kinda sad. Tragic, no panic. 19 on the road. Alright, that is the end of our video. I know this has popped up. Probably do my next stream like 5 minutes. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.